Hello everyone and welcome to another pick a card reading. Before we get started, I have a couple of announcements. First off, thank you so much for everybody who subscribed and has put their faith in my readings. And second of all, before we start the reading, I'd like to announce that I know in my first video I said that I wasn't going to do any personal readings. Now for this, I've decided that I will look into doing personal readings, so I will make a short video in regards to that coming up, so look forward to that for anybody who is looking for any personal readings. Lastly, before I move forward, I will show everybody the decks that I am working with tonight. That way, if you would like to take a look at them and purchase them and whatnot, I will put the names in the description below, and I will go ahead and show you, so that way you have a chance to see for yourself as I move through the readings. So the first one I'm going to show you is the Angel's Answers Oracle deck, which will of course give you accurate messages in your readings, basically. Sorry about that. I kind of yeah. Next, we'll go with the Heal Yourself reading cards. This is by Ina Sigil. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce her name right. Oh, and the Angel's Oracle is by Doran Virtue and Radliff Valentine. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce the right properly. But this is the Heal Yourself reading cards. Beautiful artwork, by the way. I love it. Next, I will show you the card captor Sakura tarot deck. Sorry, my hand was in the way. I apologize. But this is the card captor Sakura Clow cards. Original artwork and designs were by Clamp, basically because it's part of the card captor Sakura anime. I will show you one of them. That way you can see how they look like. This is one of the extra cards, part of the deck, that comes with it. This is normally in the Sakura card arc towards the end, but it came with this card, so I figured I'd keep it in there. Just wanted to show you guys. The last one is the Universe Tarot deck, which I will show you in just a second. Let me go get the box. So it's basically the Universe Prophecy cards by Julie McKeezy. I don't know how to pronounce that name, last name, I'm sorry. So that's basically all the cards that I'm using. Now, just before I move into the reading, I would like to say this is a general reading, so not everything is going to resonate with you. And if it doesn't, then it wasn't meant for you, so let it fly. And, maybe pick another pile or go to another reader who might be just what you're looking for. So we're going to start with, okay, before I go on, this is pile 1 right here. This is pile 2. Then we got pile 3. Pile 4, and the last pile is pile 5. So we're going to go ahead and get started with pile number 1. And before I continue forward, this is what you need to know at the moment. What is it that you need to know that's very important? So First we have the cloud. Then we have the goddess. And I will let you read it here. And I will read it for you as well. Okay. It says, allow the strength of your inner goddess to shine. You have the power to change the situation. Let the essence of your light dance as you nurture your feminine strength. Then we have, within the next few months, and then reconsider. And then we have sexuality. And then we have cycles. So from this reading right here, based on the sexuality card and the fact that goddess is here as well, I'm getting the feeling that for a lot of you, you are very insecure of yourself, and you're not seeing the sexuality of that goddess within you. God or goddess, since this is a general reading, it applies for both male and female. So, again, not everything will resonate with you, but for here, I'm getting the feeling that you're not very comfortable with yourself. You don't feel like you can handle the situation, and that you can't, that you don't feel like you're good enough. But the goddess in you is telling you, you're more than enough. You can do it. Let the feminine side of you show, because you're more than worth it. You're more than what you seem to be at this moment. And the angels want you to reconsider that thought. They want you to take into account that you have a very, very attractive both body and personality, and that not everything has to be about looks, because even if it was, you're still good looking. You still have that sexual appeal, that sexual desire. You're desirable, basically. And I feel like you're in a you're in a cycle of, some days you feel very pretty, some days you don't feel very pretty, but they're telling you, you need to reconsider that, and you need to understand that you have that sexual appeal, that goddess within you. And in the next few weeks, as long as you keep your head high and understand that you are who you are perfect as you are, and that no matter what, you will find that person who will see that sexual side of you, that gorgeous, that beautiful, that divine self. Because here we have in a few weeks, and in those few weeks, that little cloud that's hovering over you, that's making you think, I might not be good enough. Or if you have a crush and you're like, there are other girls out there. He probably hangs out with really pretty girls, or she hangs out with really cute boys, and I'm just here like, don't think that, because you definitely have that sexual appeal, that sexual attraction, that inner goddess that's waiting to come out. I can't get this card, apparently. That's really waiting for you to release him, her, God, goddess, It's waiting there for you, and the choice that you have to make is whether you wish to stay the way you are and, be that mentality of I'm not good enough or I'm good enough. That's the situation you're facing yourself right now, where you have to make a choice. Do I want to change my mentality and be positive about my body, my looks, whether I'm thin, whether I'm chubby, whatever it is that you feel that isn't perfect, then change that around and reconsider your current values of what you think is pretty, of what you feel is pretty, because they're telling you, your angels are telling you, you're very pretty, you're very gorgeous, you're very handsome, and let that inner God and goddess reveal itself and come forth, shine forth, and you'll see results. You'll see huge changes in the next few months. If you change your perspective, if you clear this cloud away and be like, okay, I'm beautiful, I'm gorgeous, I'm totally perfect as I am, there's nothing I need to change, then the change will you'll eventually see it. You'll see it, and it'll be glamorous, it'll be perfect, and all you have to do is in the morning and at night before you go to bed, or whenever you feel like you're getting yourself down by your own thoughts, then be like, nope, I'm gonna get away from that. I'm beautiful, I'm pretty, I'm perfect as I am, no matter what. Yes, I know it's hard because appearances it's part of this timeline now, where, most people think, you have to be this, and you have to be that in order to be considered beautiful. But honestly, no, it doesn't have to define that. No, it doesn't have to define you, because you are you. You're precious as you are, body, personality, in your very soul. You are gorgeous. Male or female, you're both gorgeous. So that is what I have for pile number 1. Hopefully this resonated with you, and hopefully this helped you clear your thoughts and mind and bring about that beautiful change that I know can be brought out once that change starts happening within your thoughts, mind, body, and soul. You'll be fine. Good luck. Pile number 2, here we go. So for pile number 2, I've got the twins, I've got change. Oh, I'll show it to you. Sorry about that. Here's the twins. Then we've got the change. And then we've got purity. And here you go, so you guys can read it, and I will read it for you as well. Alright, so for purity, it says your mind, body, and soul are tired and malnourished. Spiritually cleanse through meditation, yoga, or massage. Nourish your body by making healthy choices. Then we have mindful. And I will read it for you. Okay. It says, be aware and mindful of all that you accomplish. Relinquish the need to control and be in the present moment. Tap into the universal energy that awaits you. Then we have, it's not the right time. Not the right time. And then the last one is we have Phoenix Rising. So we're gonna start with the Phoenix Rising, and I've got the sense that I need to read it from the book, so I will pull out the book and read it from there for you guys. Sorry about that. One of my crystals fell. Alright, so Phoenix Rising. Here we go. So I will read it. I will read what it means and then the action as well, because it has both the action and whatnot, and I will show you as well. Here we go. And let's see, it says, everything in your life is falling apart in order for you to rise from the ashes with renewed strength. That is the very top of the book. Now it says, this is not a time to create, but a time to sweep away everything that has not worked in your life. The reason so many things are breaking down and not going your way is because the old cycle of your life is completing. You may feel that you are walking through the fires of life that right now in order to be cleansed and purified for your rebirth. Soon you will no longer recognize yourself. You are reclaiming your spirit. If possible, try to isolate yourself from the chaos surrounding you. Now is the time for you to feel any pain that you have previously suppressed so that you can heal. The universe has plans and opportunities that are better than you can imagine. Let go and trust and anticipate what is coming. So the action. Write down what you are afraid to let go of. Number your fears from the worst thing that could happen to the smaller fears. Then write down what could be a possible gift of facing that fear. Place your hands on the part of your body where you feel the most fear. Say to yourself out loud, I am willing to let this fear go. Imagine being able to take this sensation of fear out of your body into the palms of your hands. Envision, I'm pretty sure that's what that meant, that the fear becomes a bird. Surrender the bird to the highest source and visualize it flying away. Repeat the words surrender several times. So based on what this is saying and the cards I've got here, for you right here, the twin, I feel like the twin is basically your physical self and your spiritual self. You're pretty much in a loop, as you can say, going around and around and around between, your physical self and your spiritual self, going around, and kind of, going, between you and your physical self, saying, between your physical fears and your inner purpose. It's going around in circles and kind of not getting anywhere, which is why I have the change card here. Change basically means you need to change your outlook and your perspective of things, and let that phoenix fall in order to rise up again. let it be your guide. And right now, meditate, do yoga, listen to music, and clear your thoughts, clear your mind, and let it cleanse you, let it purify you in a sense, because the changes that are coming your way are not the right time for you. Why? Because you need to work on yourself. There's a lot that needs to be done and worked on. Be mindful of that which you've already accomplished, that which you've already succeeded at, and know that there's a lot more out there for you, that there's a lot more success, more glory in a sense, because that change that the Phoenix is talking about, that you're coming into, is definitely going to be good, and it's definitely going to be helpful for both the mind, body, and soul, for your body and your spirit. They're going to unite, they're going to become twins, and they're going to be as one. And you're going to be much happier, you're going to be so much more fulfilled, and so much goodness is going to come your way. But first, you need to purify that negativity, that sadness, those many feelings that you've felt you needed to lock away because society and, just mental people, and maybe because you didn't feel like you could talk to anybody about it, and you're like, I gotta hide them, I gotta keep them away, because otherwise, if I say too much, people are gonna be, I'm too sensitive, or I'm too emotional. But at this time, what the Phoenix is suggesting is that you take some time for yourself, get away from everybody, turn off your phone, turn off social media, maybe put on some music, and if you feel like it, dance the night away. Just forget about everything, forget about guests, just dance, let the music be the rhythm of your life for a while, and let it take away all that negativity. Meditate, and as the action said, meditate, close your eyes, touch that part of your body that you feel that has the most fear, your heart, your mind, your eyes. Just put a hand over your eyes and be like, what I see makes me afraid, what I feel makes me afraid. And imagine that turning into a bird, whatever bird you resonate with. Let it take all that fear, all that anxiety that you feel, let it take it away and release it. And see what it brings you. See the many changes that will bring you, and you will feel more fulfilled, a lot more at ease, and a lot less heavy with all that weight lifted off your shoulder. And it will definitely bring you closer to the true purpose that you've been brought to this universe for. So that is all that I have for pile number 2. I hope this resonated with you. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Now for pile number 3. For pile number 3, I got the glow card. I've got harmony, and then I will let you guys read it, and I will read it for you. Okay. It says, embrace relationship and career opportunities. The choices you must make will create harmony in your heart and in your future. Then we have let go. And then the last card, we have pay attention to signs. So definitely pay attention to the signs that are coming your way, because it seems you got relationship and career opportunities coming your way. The glow card signifies that your path is being lighted by a gentle light, a very, very gentle, thin light that, if you don't look closely, you're gonna miss it. So they're telling you right now to look for those signs, look for that little light, and look for that opportunity of relationship. If you're looking for a relationship, it's gonna be there. You just gotta look for the signs. It might be as small as a little dragonfly that's flying your way. It might be very subtle, or it might be very big. So look for those precious signs and let go of the past. If something's hurt you and something that you can't let go of, meditate and release it. Let it go, because it no longer serves your purpose, and it will only hold you back from these opportunities, job opportunities, relationship opportunities. If you're hung over an ex, who you think, you might be coming in, well, if it does, and if she does, again, this is a general reading, so it could go either way, male or female. If they do come, listen to those signs. If you want them to come back, then, keep an eye out, pay attention to those signs, because they might be subtle, and you might miss it. And if you're looking for a career opportunity and you're in a job where but I'm stable and I don't know what's going on, I don't know what the future may come, let the universe guide you and let it go. Possibly apply for different jobs if you haven't already applied for them, and you'll find that you will have a better, more worthwhile opportunity if you pay attention to the signs. If you felt that there was a need, if you had the feeling, I should apply for this job, or I should apply for this other job, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it. Even those feelings are signs. Maybe I should apply for it. Go for it. You don't lose anything by applying, by putting yourself out there and letting them know, I'm here, I'm an option that you could consider for hire. Or if you have a if you have a crush that you're debating whether I should tell them or not, well, first off, step back a little bit, look at them, and look at them as a whole, and see what signs they've given me. If you're not sure if they like you, and you're like, I don't know if I should, maybe I'll ruin the relationship, I don't really want to do that, just let them just see the signs that are there, and let that little dragonfly, firefly, guide your way, and let them know if that is what you feel. Let them know that you care, that you have a crush in them. And if not, then if you feel like that's not the way to go, and you were like, yeah, I don't feel like they like me, I don't feel like it's gonna be happening or anything, then let it go. If you need to, just let them know how you feel and let it go, move forward, because there are definitely other opportunities out there. Maybe you need to move away from this person, for that relationship opportunity that's supposed to be coming your way to actually manifest and come your way, because it's not really gonna show itself because you're hung up on another person, right? So they're letting pick, pay attention to the signs, pay attention to them. This girl's looking another way, and then there's this owl right over here looking at her. So maybe that owl is like, the opportunity she's missing because she's looking elsewhere. So maybe turn around and see that there's an opportunity, there's a definite chance that you might succeed. It might succeed and it might not, but let that career, let that relationship manifest in that opportunity that you're so looking forward to. Because the glow card, I feel it being a very positive card, being, I'm here, look at me, see that I am here, see that I'm guiding you towards that path that I need to take. But first, before you can see that, you need to let go of whatever it is that's holding you back, that doesn't serve you anymore, in order to be able to see the signs for that which you want to manifest, whether it's career, relationships, or if you want to move. If you want to move and you're like, I don't know if I should, I don't know if it's a good thing or if it's a bad thing, if it's going to be, worthwhile or not, then look at the signs, look at the signs and see whether it's worthwhile or not. If you're not happy where you are and you want something else to change the scenery, change of place, maybe there's a place that you've been looking at that you've been thinking, maybe I should move there, then that's a sign. And like I said, it's just pay attention to the signs, pay attention to what's around you, what's within you, your soul, your heart. What's your heart telling you? What are they trying to tell you? What's the universe trying to tell you? Maybe by numerology, if you're seeing a certain number, then maybe look that up and see, maybe there's some actions that you need to take, maybe some reconsiderations that you need to think about. Just look for that sign, look for that special sign that is waiting just for you. So that is what I have for card pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. For pile number 4, this pile is pretty big, honestly. So many messages coming in through for this pile, and I'm very excited. We'll see. So let's take a look at it together. For pile number 4, we have the Sweet. Then we have the Maze. Right now, I'll just let you know that right now I feel like a sense of being stuck in the maze, being nowhere to go, and you have no idea which way to turn to find the exit. Then we have the Shadow. Then we have Freedom. And here you go, and I'll let you read it, and I'll read it for you. It's saying, it is your inner, sorry about that. It is your time to shine. Freedom belongs to those who feel and see and breathe it. You have made it through the darkness, so rise to the light within. So freedom. Then we have Wait. And then we have Forgiveness. And then we have Ask Help from Others. And then we have Letting Go. And then the last card is Discover Your Life Purpose. So right here, right now, is what I'm saying is, again, you're stuck in a maze. You really don't know where to go. You don't know where to turn in order to get the exit, to get to the exit, to get to your freedom. But this card right now is telling you, this card right now, it's really telling you, if you feel you're free, you're gonna be free. Look within yourself, because the pathway to leave this maze is not out. It's within yourself. And again, this shadow that's that's looming around you, that's that doesn't serve you. Let it go. Let everything go. See this person. She feels like she's just buying her chance to let go of this which she doesn't serve you. This this person, it could be a person, it could be, something, a job opportunity, a job that, you're tired of, a person, an ex that you're like, and you just can't get rid of it, and just cut ties with this person, because as you can see, he doesn't look like he's any good for her. It doesn't serve her purpose anymore, because again, it won't serve to find your purpose. It won't serve you anymore. So just let it go. And meditation, I'd say meditation, music, yoga, anything creative to find your life purpose, your discover your purpose. That's what you're here for. Forgive yourself for anything that you think you might have done wrong, because maybe you let this person go, and they're making you feel guilty, they're making you feel very, very, very upset, but they're telling you no, you need to forgive yourself for that. And ask, sorry about that. I was saying, forgive yourself, because there's really nothing that you need to fear from leaving this person here. And ask for help from others, because there are many people out there willing to help you out. And wait for your chance. Definitely wait for your chance, because there will be a chance for you to get away from this maze, leave this maze, and all in all, just get away from this bad situation, this shadow that's looming over you that doesn't serve you anymore. Because there are definitely sweet times ahead of you. This little sweet angel doll who just loves to be just sweet, the sweet of the party, There are definitely, fun times ahead, fun enjoyments after all the struggles that you've been through, all the chaos and the negativity that's been going around you. Being free will allow you to feel all those sweet and light emotions that you previously couldn't feel. Why? Because you've been stuck, you've been so exasperated, depressed, and just overall, like what the hell is going on, that kind of feeling. So definitely listen to your intuition. Let go of that which doesn't serve you. Find your inner purpose, your life purpose. Just go ahead and meditate, and know that once you find a life purpose, you will find yourself, your inner self, and nothing and no one will be able to change that. And nothing and no one, once again, will be able to tell you that which you can't and can't do, because you yourself only know that. You yourself can set your limitations, and don't set those limitations, because there's nothing you can't do. There's nothing that can hold you back, because there's nothing that can hold you back, because you're the only one who can hold yourself back, and you shouldn't do that. Why? Because you're strong, you're brave, you're courageous, and you are awesome. That is all I have for pile number 4. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Now for the last pile number 5. This one's pretty big too. Just like pile number 4, this pile's also pretty big. So once again, I will show you the cards, and I will, yep. So Here's the first one, erase. Here is the erase card. Then we have the hope card. For those of you who are card captor Sakura fans and you know the deck and whatnot, this is supposed to be in the Sakura deck, not the Clow deck, but it came with the deck and I can't part with it, so I leave it here with this deck, and so it's part of it. Then we have purpose. So I will let you guys read it and I will read it for you. Okay, so it says, bring fulfillment and happiness into your life to inspire and empower others. Ask, what is my purpose in life? What can I do to make the world a better place? Then we have prophecy. It's gorgeous, and I will let you read it, and then I will read it for you. And then this card is saying, yes, everything you touch turns to gold. Believe, achieve, and you will succeed. Choose an additional card to see what the golden prophecy card for the definite yes. So basically with this card, I have another one that will clear out that card here, and it says clarity. So for this one, I will let you guys read it, and I will read it for you. Okay, so this one is saying, see the situation with open eyes. Use truth to enlighten you and make wise choices about your career and love life. So for that one, then we have don't stop. Then we have if you believe. And of course, we have be assertive. And then we have, okay, just making sure. Okay, so we have hole in the soul. And then the last card that we have here is how teachable are you? So in this sense, I'm getting the sense that you need to you need to reteach yourself what it feels like to be whole again. Considering these two cards are here together. But I will read from the book in regards to how teachable are you. Okay. So, how teachable are you? So I will show you the book here. It has the action and the meaning for it, and I will read it for you. So it says, are you open to learning new things in your life? How high is your desire to let go of judgment, doubt, negativity, and self-sabotage? Okay. So this one is saying, what are some of your favorite things to do? Is it to watch TV, go shopping, play golf, drink, gossip with your friends? Are you willing to give those things up in order to create time to learn something new? Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? What is your willingness to really apply what you learn? You might be learning many new things, but resistance to change every time you begin to think, I already know this, I've heard it before, it doesn't apply to me. Your ability to learn this diminishes abnormally. No. enormously. That's what it was. Sorry about that. Enormously. Yeah, and it is this point. It is, and it is at this point you may become visually unteachable without realizing it. Unless you apply what you have learned into your life, you won't really know it. This card is beckoning you to not only be open minded but take specific actions towards change. So the action is saying to create change, you need to start with something small. Like you may like the way you pour your tea. Eventually you will change your habit. This builds confidence as you start working towards the big changes you need to make. Is the In the next 24 hours, take a step forward towards changing some areas of your life. This could be something small like buying a journal to write your dreams in, or talking to someone about your transformation. Uh, then every day do something, even if it takes only a couple of minutes, towards creating positive transformation in your life. Another thing you can do is ask yourself many times during the day, am I teachable right now, or do I think that I know better? People who are more teachable experience the most success in their life. So, based on what I've read, you need to erase that which you already think you know. Because, again, it's telling you, what you think you know might not even be right. So, don't stop learning. Keep going, move forward, and if you believe, you will learn. You will learn so much more in this life. Every day we are learning, we are always experiencing new things, and this hole in your heart, in your soul that you feel, maybe because of the lack of knowledge that you don't have, like, for example, a new job, or a job that you've been working at for such a long time, that you know the routine, you know what you need to do. You've been teaching younger younger people, new people. You're like, this is how you do things, this is how you do that. But, take a step back and be like, okay, I've been teaching so many people. What can they teach me? Maybe they've learned something new, that a new way to do this thing that might be faster, that might be, less time consuming. And maybe, just maybe, you will learn something new from that new person that you're teaching. And keep on hoping. Hope for that change to come in your life. As you can see, the heart is glowing. So your heart will be more fulfilled. Your life will be more fulfilled. And, you will find new purpose. You will find more courage. And this card here, those changes, those small, what may seem insignificant changes, will be successful. They will turn into gold, and you will be more clear. There will be so much more clarity if you are more assertive, more, you think of the bigger picture. You take notice of the smaller things. Maybe, if you switch your TV around, your house around, remodel, even that change can be so much more fulfilling and so much more positive in your life. Like it said, maybe the way you blend your tea or coffee and whatnot, maybe switch between chocolate milk to strawberry milk. Maybe you'll find that you'll like it better. Or if you don't like strawberry milk, maybe just plain milk. That small things. Maybe instead of, getting eggs and bacon for breakfast, maybe a French toast. And just get out of that routine of yours that you're like, so tired of. Maybe go for a jog, go for a walk. Maybe get in touch with a friend that you haven't talked to in years, and go have some coffee and catch up, and just do something out of the ordinary that don't normally do, that you're like, yeah, maybe I should. Or maybe, if you're living by yourself and you have nothing to do, get a puppy, maybe get a kitten, maybe get a bird, some animal that will bring your life more fulfillment in totally unexpected things, from, oh, where's my puppy, where's my kitten, where's my bird, where did they go? And yeah, it'll bring a little bit of worry, but at the same time, it'll bring a lot more excitement into your life. Why? Because animals are there for you. If you give them love, they will love you back. So definitely consider the changes that you want to make them. And if you're afraid of those changes, if you're afraid to move forward, then meditate on those and be like, what am I afraid of? What is holding me back from these changes? Maybe there's a move. Maybe you're like afraid, what if this doesn't work out? What if the neighbors are this? What if the neighbors are that? Because you've been in that house for your entire life, and you're like, yeah, I don't know, this is a good idea. Then possibly, be the fool, as in the tarot there's the fool card, and it's just letting you know that those changes that you want to make, that you feel like they might be a bad thing, they might turn out to be a good thing, because you never know until you take the plunge and jump. Like they say, if you haven't, take the scenario for example, if you haven't gone swimming into the ocean, and you're like, the ocean, it's just the ocean. But once you jump in and you see the very big picture that is, the many fishes, the plants that live in the ocean, how beautiful it is, then you're like, I was missing so much. Yeah, that's basically how moving is, how changes are. You really don't know the many wonderful and beautiful things that change can bring until you really put that into action. And with that said, that's all that I have for pile number 5, the last pile. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a nice day.